What do you have faith for when you see one kid who is radically obedient to the Lord's call and go make disciples?
I think it makes me so excited for just the future of the church and just the kingdom of God in general. Like knowing that they have faith enough to spur on their friends and take that call on themselves without having an official role or needing someone else to kind of do it for them. It just makes me like really excited and super, super grateful for the confidence and the passion that they have to share the gospel.
Why are you a part of the national effort? Why do you care about the kids that aren't just in your backyard?
I think this is what really matters when you think about what it means to work in ministry or to advance the kingdom. It's making disciples, right? And it's like we can put on all the programs, we can do all the events, but if nobody is making disciples who are seeking to make more disciples, then what are we doing? Like, honestly, that is the most important thing that we can do.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's easy to just get caught up in the kids that come to our church because we have so much going on. But having somebody like Collision who reminds us there are people outside of our walls, there are people outside of Omaha even that need the hope of Jesus. It's been like super challenging for me, but then also really encouraging.
One thing I love about Christ Community is they have the call to reach one more, right? The reach one more initiative really that this church has a heart for. And so how have you seen that kind of work well with the Collision's heart of evangelism, not just for inside the church, but for the nations?
Yeah, so we started that challenge for our congregation as a whole and specifically for our students a few months ago, just to get their mind thinking about like, you don't have to reach everybody in your schools, you don't have to reach everybody at work, but you can care for, pray for, and like share the gospel with one person. And so when Collision came, how it partnered really well is our students had already started thinking about that, right? Like there is one person that they can care for, they can pray for. And so now with Collision, we just made that challenge a little bit more of like, okay, you've already started doing that. Now, how about you share the gospel? And instead of just praying for them, instead of just learning to be a really good friend and creating a good relationship with them, like share the gospel with them. We'll give you the tools to do that. And so I think it's just helped them feel even more equipped and even more ready to reach their one more, because now it's they have the tools and the words and the language to do that.
Yeah. Why are you a part of the national effort?
I'm a part of the national effort because I just feel like there's so much value to reaching people across the nation with the gospel, and there's always somebody to reach, right?
I would say that there's a lot of people that actually believe that it's really impossible to reach 32 million middle and high school students for the gospel, but we are trying to break that down and break that off. What do you think about that?
I would say for me to reach 32 million people, or staff members at this church to reach 32 million high school, middle school students, it is impossible. The way they have it set up is we are empowering students to do that, and that just makes it so much more attainable because you're multiplying the students and equipping them and empowering them to be the ones to reach their friends, whereas I would not be able to. And so I think that's such a beautiful goal, to reach the 32 million people, and it's only possible if we continue inviting more students into this and continue empowering them and allowing them to feel capable of reaching their friends. I just really want to share a story of just a testimony from Collision since we've started. We have a student on our team who he's kind of shy. He hasn't always been the most outgoing student and not the first one to step up and answer questions or really speak out. But in one of our Collision meetings, he had shared with us that he's a part of this leadership class. And as part of this leadership class, every student gets the opportunity to teach the class something that they're passionate about. And he could have chosen basketball or video games or all the other things I know this kid loves. But he said, I have found out that I'm passionate about evangelizing or sharing the gospel, and that's what I want to teach my class. Sure. He got up and shared the 3 circles with all of the kids that are in his class, and then got 2 of them to say yes to accepting Jesus. And he was so excited about it, and he's continuing to seek opportunities to do that. And so that's been my favorite story, my favorite testimony from Collision that came up during our team accountability time. So.